there's a certain allure to real travels, and then you actually get to go see new gyms, new places. And maybe I should have clarified when I said chest and back at Dino's gym. I guess I forgot there's two Dinos. Yeah, not Ramon. That's not exactly who I was talking about now. I'm talking the UK Dino. But yeah, that's cool over there. But finally back to normal. What better lift to start than arms? And the reason I say that is twofold. One, it's just the lift that I have scheduled, because yesterday or 2 days ago was back, so now it's just, arms turn in the rotation. But also, I would not, probably would not love to do legs tonight, purely due to the fact that it would just be, well, I mean, the lift would be whatever, right? I'm going to bring it, but I'm probably not in my best state. Whereas if I get another good night's rest, plus all the extra food and real meals, rather than just random, stuff I was able to kind of scrounge around from traveling, it should be a much more, not enjoyable lift per se, but just I mean, really, there's no better word than just better, because I'll be rested, fed, hydrated. I mean, simply just ready to go. When it comes to the working out, I can say this 100%, right? Completely standing behind this. My goal, or anybody's goal, should be to minimize any detriments or drawbacks or just things that can negate the just enjoyment of your workouts, right? So how do you give a guy a better workout if he had 4 hours of sleep that night? Do you give him more pre? Do you give him more caffeine? Or do you just go back in time and give the guy some freaking sleep? Same thing with food. Do you give the underfed guy there's new super creatine that'll start working, or do you just give him more food so that he's going to start growing? When it comes to supplements, look, there's a time and place, of course, right? Usually every freaking day when it comes to pre and creatine and everything else, but that's not going to counteract your sleep or your hydration or anything else. Take all the freaking nitric oxide inducing pump ingredients you want. If you're dehydrated, your pump will suffer. So all that's to say is, if I want to have a good workout, I know that if I'm rested, hydrated, and fed, guess what? I'm ready to throw some shit around. And it doesn't only play into that one lift of that actual in the gym session, but it just feeds into your whole recovery process outside the gym too. Because if you kill it in the gym and you feel good doing it, for one, it's just going to make you go harder. Then you're going to come home with an actual sort of chore for your body to deal with, which is, recovering, right? It's not a passive activity. Your body's actually doing some shit on the inside to, rebuild, or just whatever you want to describe the process of hypertrophy as, so that you can come back again stronger, right? And it's just kind of an upward spiral, because if you don't like it, then you're never going to really push it that hard. And then you're not giving yourself something to drive progress at home, and then you're not gonna make gains, right? The harder you train, the more energy you're gonna burn, and not calorie energy. I mean you're just building up this debt of soreness, where now you got to eat food to recover. So what am I supposed to tell the guy who's like, dude, I'm not hungry? It's well, if you had a big ass leg workout, odds are you're just gonna come home hungry. So I'm not saying it's always that case, right? I'm not saying it's so simple as just work out harder and then everything will fall into place. But it's not a bad start. It really isn't, because it all just kind of feeds off into each other, right? Eat, lift, sleep, right? I saw a bunch of guys with that shirt, even over in Italy, right? The basic gist of those three tenets are pretty standard. So if any of them are off, do your damn best to get them back on track, right? You're sitting on a stool with 3 legs. The training, the intake, be it calories or water, and the recovery. If any one of those things are off, you're just going to topple over, right? And have no fun and look like a total fool in the process, which I don't think is an argument. No one wants to look a fool. I think we can all agree there. But either way, plan for tonight with arms. Pump them up. Pump them up. That's as simple as I